Hello there, welcome back to another new video. So in this video I'm going to talk about Blackberries again. So in my previous videos about Blackberries, I have already talked about the app support of Blackberries, about their Wi-Fi fix, about their apps, how you can install like Opera Mini and other things. So this will be like more of our overview of all those OS and other things. And here I have 4 of the Blackberries which are all are working. So these all are working here. So these 3 phones like Blackberry 9000 and here 9900, 9900 and this one 9990 maybe. So all this phone running on 7.1 and one of them Blackberry Q10 which is running on Blackberry OS 10. So Blackberry OS 10 is quite different than the Blackberry OS 7.1 because it does run Android apps, but there are something going on with this device. So now if you are considering buying this kind of phone right now, in Asian market people still use this kind of phone, but if you go European market maybe they will not use this kind of phone anymore, even because these 3 phone cannot be used here because they will not connect to internet or network because they are only support 3G network. But Blackberry Q10 does support 4G LTE, so it does connect with 4G, so this device can be used, but the experience will be very bad. So let me show you why. First of all, as you can see here, the Blackberry OS 7.1 is, although this phone has like 776 or something RAM, but the overall UI is quite snappy. If you are buying this phone, you will buy this phone maybe only for talking or messaging, not for like browsing or watching movies or other things, because this device is not for that anymore. It's already outdated, so there is no app support, but still you can install Opera Mini and other things. So if you haven't installed these things, but if you use these phones but you need some apps, you can watch my video about installing Opera Mini and other things. So in that way, the lightweight browsing you can do, and you can like call and message. That is the actually main point here. You can use this phone as a dumb phone, and if you are considering buying this, don't pay much. If you are buying, like, it should be less than 10 bucks actually. If you pay more than 10 bucks, it will not worth it maybe. So here all of them actually is not that expensive. I bought it mostly, this one I paid maybe $5, these two maybe like $20, and this one I paid more, about $17, because it's a bit special than these phones. So as I said, if you are looking for a dumb phone, I think it will be better to go with Blackberry 9900 because it feels good. It has a very good touch screen, and the overall UI is quite snappy, and it does support 3G. So if your country, like Asian country, does support 3G, so you can use this phone as your dumb phone or basic device. But if you are coming to like, you can do a bit more on this device, like Blackberry Q10 here. So previously I was thinking to buy actually Q20, but when I find out that the processor and the RAM variant and everything is similar to Q10, but I just postponed buying that one actually. But I will try to buy a Blackberry Passport because I haven't actually bought it or never touched it actually, so I'll try to buy one. So here, if you are buying Q10 does support Android apps, but they're not native actually. So you have to use app store like Amazon App Store, or I have installed Aptoid here. So the app experience of Android app experience is not that good on this device specifically, because although it got 2 GB of RAM, still it struggle a lot. Let me show you a demo. So if I open Opera Mini here, it's an Android apps, not your native Blackberry apps. You cannot install native Blackberry apps anymore because the App Store, it's already done, so you can't do anything about it. So as you can see, the app's already open. You can browse, you can watch YouTube, and you may check Gmail from here, from browser. And the app experience is not that good, but still it's there. So if you are considering buying this phone, you can do a bit of thing. One thing actually quite good about this device is that it does support 4G LTE, and other thing is that it got dual band Wi-Fi. That means if you go here like in hotspot option, like if I go mobile network and connectivity, if I go to the hotspot option, so configuration, as you can see here, it does allow you to share 5 gigahertz band. And I tried it actually in my Blackberry Q10. I put the SIM, but it didn't connect with 4G, but it did connect with 3G. Maybe the network is weak, but it doesn't matter actually. But here you can see I have Lumia 1520, and it does connect with 4G. Maybe you can't see, so I need to turn the brightness a little up. So as you can see here, it does connect with 4G. And if I put the SIM here and put in the same place, it doesn't connect with 4G actually. But one thing is that you can share 5 gigahertz band here, and you can't share 5 gigahertz band from your Lumia phone. But when I shared the 5 gigahertz band, I couldn't able to find the Wi-Fi network on my laptop or any other phone. But 2.4 gigahertz, if I share 2.4 gigahertz, I does able to find the network. I don't know why is that. Maybe there are some other things which I have to configure, maybe, but it does concerning that the 5 gigahertz band is there. Maybe you have to do a bit work with that to get it. And one more thing is that the battery backup is horrible in this device. Although the battery here is actually new battery in my phone, it's not an old one, and this device has never been repaired or anything. It has no problem at all. Rather than the buttons are smashed now, you can't really press them that much. So it's a thing like it's every Blackberry has this problem nowadays because they are quite old phones. But if you are considering buying this phone, you may need to buy a new battery, and it does struggle to connect to use the apps and other things. It's not that smooth like this device. As you can see, it's quite fast actually, quite snappy. Blackberry was 7 is quite snappy, then Blackberry was 10. As you can see, it's quite slow. And another thing is that you can use this device to call and other things. I have already tested it yesterday also, so I have tested calling to my other phones and everything. I have done it just to try actually to share 5 gigahertz band. So recently my router is not working, so I had to share my data from my phone. So the only phone which can share 5 gigahertz band is my Redmi Note 8, but I don't really share network from that one because the battery backup will be very poor, I know. So I'm not sharing. So actually I share from now my Lumia 1520. It's quite good actually. The experience is quite good. It's not that bad. From Lumia 1520 2.4 gigahertz band, it's working just fine because I got like 15 Mbps of internet. It's quite fine actually. It's not that bad. And that's it for these phones. If you are considering buying, you have to think about this kind of thing. Maybe if you are considering buying, you can buy other things also. By Nokia, have like Nokia E6, E5 and other things which are really good phone, but those phones are really slow. It's better to buy Blackberries if you don't want apps and anything. But if you buy like Nokia E72, E71 or E63 or E5, you may get some app support because Symbian still got a lot of app. So you can install Java and CSAP file from overall internet. But if you are going for Blackberry, so you have to be in mind that the app support is very poor now. So you can't do anything about that. So this phone actually quite good phones actually, but because of the app support and other things, the abandoned platform, so you can't do anything about this kind of phone. You can use this phone as a dumb phone. So that's why I'm making this video. So if you are like going to buy this phone, don't pay much for these phones. These are now quite available everywhere. So people are selling these phones because they don't really want to keep them because they don't really work that good. So you don't pay more than $10, I think. Although you will get maybe 5 or 10, $7 if you pay, you will get these devices. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.